Okay, guys, you know, I'm telling you, the things I've had to witness today. It is a situation and a half. I haven't even gotten my hair done. I brought my bag. You see that blue thing there? We're gonna get into it in a moment. But let me just like show you. Let me just show you. Hold on. So you know, it's terrible. I was out one day. I was in the Southern Plains, you know. I was out in the Southern Plains with Gertrude. And I went with Gertrude to Monte Casino. And when I went to Monte Casino, you're not going to guess who I saw there. I saw Brad. And who do you know who Brad is? Let me go and tell you who Brad is. Let me tell you, I'm Auntie Margaret. I'm going to tell you who Brad is. So I went to where was that? I was in some place. I can't even remember where the name was. I'm telling you, I couldn't even remember. And I was going down my neighborhood and I went and I saw my neighbor's door was open. And I knock like this. I'm like, Sophia, my neighbor is Sophia. And I'm saying, Sophia, where are you, my babes? And I look and I see. And Sophia's not there. So I turn and I think, oh my God, she's been fucking murdered. Because the door's open and Sophia's not there. So I go to the kitchen. Oh my God, guys, you're not going to know who I saw. I saw Sophia. She was bent over the table. She was bent over the fucking table. You're not going to believe who was behind her. Gerald. Who's Gerald, you might ask? You know, I didn't know. But I went over the road to my friend Mari. I think her name's Mari, you know. But I was so high that night when all this happened, I can't even remember if her name's Mari. So we're going to call her Mari. So I knock on the Mari. I'm like, hello. Mari, hello. I'm like calling through the door and Mari, she comes running. She goes, hello, my babes. Hello, Margaret. What you doing? And I said to her, you're not going to guess what's happening over the road. So she asked me what's happening over the road. And I said to her, that girlie that we know, she's bent over the fucking table with Gerald, whatever his name is. And she said to me, oh my God, my husband. And I said to her, oh my God, he's your husband. And she says to me, yeah, you were at my wedding. And I said, when was your wedding? She goes like, oh my God, it was like 3 years ago. And I'm like, 3 years ago? I don't remember being at nobody's wedding. She says to me, what were you doing? Were you like drunk or something? I said, I don't know. So I prayed to God and I said, was I possessed? Was I possessed to not remember 3 days? 3 days, I didn't even remember. And she says to me, no, how could, and honestly, I don't even know. I didn't even know that they were married. I thought they were just roommates, like really good roommates, you know? Friends with benefits. You know how it's like in 2025. Anyway, so I put these gloves on. I'm going to do it again for demonstration, but I put these gloves on. And I said to her, come, we're going to go and we're going to go fuck them up. So I go there, I put my gloves on because, you know, these hands, they're fucking gentle. We can't. So I take this fist and I go, whoa, whoa, whoa. I lose an earring in the process. I go, I fuck him up. Both earrings are gone in the process. And I say to myself, you know. I had to collect myself. She had to hold me back. I swear I was going to put him 6 feet under. 6 feet fucking under, my babes. 6 feet under, I'm telling you. And then I said to him, you fucking come near me, my babes. I will hit you with this expensive bottle of bubbly. It was a Vive Clicquot. Where did it come from? From the wine cellar that they had in their kitchen. And you know what I said? Just because you're a bitch, I'm going to take it with me. So I took that champagne with me. And I go home. But I had a dermatologist appointment the next day. Hang on, I must collect myself. You know, we got ourselves together. Anyway, so I go home and I tell my husband and I say to him, Brad, I think his name was Brad. You know, I don't know. He's no longer with us. Rest in peace, may he be. And I say to him, I had a long day and I have to go to the dermatologist. So I go to the dermatologist and he has to, no, sorry, not the dermatologist. I go to my gynecologist and he puts the second glove on. And he goes and looks down and he goes, says, ma'am? I go, yes. She goes, you have a penis. And I said to him, what do you mean I have a penis? He says to me, no, you have a penis. You're a man. I said to him, are you sure, my friend? Are you sure? Because these boobs, they don't lie. Maybe flat, but these boobs, they don't lie. And he says to me, no, my friend, you're a man. You have a penis and all them organs. And I said to him, no, you're kidding. I thought that was a skin tag. I thought it was a pimple. A fucking micro penis. 1 inch, if even. There, over there. You don't even get erect. I can't even get horny like that. So I go home. I go to tell, see, one earring. So distorted. So I go to my husband. I say to him, oh my God, husband, I'm a man. That makes you gay. And he says to me, no, how's that possible? And I said to him, I have a penis. A fucking micro penis. And he says to me, what do you mean? I said to him, I don't know. And he says to me, oh my God. So that night, the lights were on this time when we were doing our thing. And I see, he has a fucking vagina. The man's a woman. Kind of. With hair. And I say to him, oh my God. What have you been doing? He's like, oh no, he's been fucking me with a strap-on. A strap-on. Oh my God, with a strap-on. All these days, I thought, and he was just aiming wherever. Oh my God, guys. It was overwhelming. It was overwhelming. I'm telling you. I was overwhelmed. Hold on. This is expensive, guys. I was overwhelmed. I had to take my medication. Let me just take my medication, you know? My medication. My antidepressant, you know. Really does wonders. Anyway. And then it was a thing. So I'm thinking to myself, what's going on? And I said to myself, it's not a good idea. But then I went and I called my mother. Our collective grandmother. And she says to me, Margeret, you're not a boy, my babes. That is just a pimple. I said to her, are you sure, my friend? The gynecologist said to me that I don't have a vagina. But next thing I know, my vagina just closed up. And it became like a little bit of a toot. I don't know. I think I'm talking shit. I think they're pranking me. Yo, it's gone. All my marbles are gone. I can't. But I need to say my love and I leave. Okay. So that's all. Tannie, Margeret. Out.